We are getting a breaking news that the Prime Minister is having a video conferencing with the chief ministers of all the states in India. These are the photographs, what we are pictures what we are getting from this particular video conferencing which is happening today. The video conference in which the Prime Minister is going to speak to the chief ministers of various states. The Prime Minister is likely to press for a united national strategy against COVID-19 and its fallout. The PM is also likely to push for a concentrated effort, for a collective effort between the states and the centre. There are a lot of things which are being procured through the centres for the states. At the same time, some states are facing some difficulties of arranging various equipments, can take help from the centre as well. The PM also is likely to emphasize on concentrated battle to effectively curb COVID-19 to retain India's global leadership. He is also likely to discuss ways for more effective contact tracing, because that is the key at this point of time, the way the coronavirus spread is happening in India. The PM is also likely to share reports from the ground on the surveillance and the measures. He's also likely to discuss the Garib Kalyan scheme, which has been rolled out which will be rolled out from the next week, and the main important issue of the migrants, because we saw a lot of people trying to leave the cities and move out on foot towards their villages. So the Prime Minister is also likely to address this particular issue, that how the state should be taking care of the migrant population in their own areas. So this is what is going to be the video conferencing which will happen, which is happening at this point of time with the chief ministers of various states in India, with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So we have with us my colleague Rahul Srivastav to tell us more about this particular meeting. Rahul, the Prime Minister is of course likely to emphasize on the state-centre partnership to combat this COVID-19 outbreak.
Sahil, this meeting is second in the series with the chief ministers. There was a sense of murmur from the chief ministers that before the lockdown was announced, they were not put on the same page. This meeting is perhaps to take the relationship between the centre and the state on the same page to the next level. Over the last few days, we have seen a certain spike in the cases, and there is a greater significance being attached to contact tracing. The Prime Minister is likely to share with the chief ministers the reports of various surveillance, the attempts which have gone to curb the cases, the kind of measures which are being taken. That information sharing, along with an effort by the centre to get everybody into the next phase of the war against the COVID-19. The other important element is that within the government there is also a feeling that India should not slip down too much as far as global positions are concerned. The third element is also the issue of how there is now, we see the incident in Indore.
Rahul, what about the tax collections? Because the state like Maharashtra has already demanded 25,000 crores from the centre. Is this issue is also going to be discussed, because there is a very low tax collection happening in the state at this point of time. At the same time, the centre's share for the states in the tax collection, states' share in the tax collection are also being demanded by the states. Will the Prime Minister make it clear to the states if this issue is raised by certain states?
Sahil, there are two elements to it. One is definitely a tax issue. One is also a food drain and several other revenue issues involved. Say, for example, the Punjab state has a major problem. It is sitting on a corpus of 2 million tons, 2 lakh tons of food grain, which the state wants to be taken away so that it can be disbursed. Otherwise, what will happen? The state will have to pay penalties. Other problem is that in a time when GST collections will go down because of lack of sales and the lockdown, in the states the state's major earning comes from liquor and fuel. Now, what is happening is that there is a major climb down as far as the sales of these two elements is concerned. Every state is going to have a very low revenue in this period, and that is why they will ask from the centre, one, the status of the lockdown, and what about the tax collection.
Right, Rahul. Thank you so much for giving us those details. So, of course, the status of the lockdown and the financial conditions of the state is also going to be a part of discussion of this particular meeting with video conferencing with the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. So this is all with me at this point of time. The Maharashtra cases are rising day by day, but the case in Dharavi remains to be a cause of worry at this point of time. You should stay home and stay safe. This is all with me at this point of time on India Today.
You are watching